Hey guys, good morning. We're checking out our flood zone. We had a flood zone, and it's washed everything up on the roads, and it's pretty bad. It got really, really bad. It was all across the roads. How y'all doing this morning? I wanted to come on for a minute and shout about the fires in LA. Now, they put out a few things a little short time ago that they're now wondering who's starting the fires, who's sparking the fires. And I don't know if this is the case. If it is, it's, oh my gosh, and they need justice in the LA fires for sure. I pray to God nobody did this. It would kind of explain why there was so many fires in so many different areas. But I know in the beginning they thought it was lightning strikes. But we have to pray for Eaton and Santa Barbara and Palestine. All these fires are still burning crazy, guys. They're still burning like out of control. And I don't know what it's going to take to get them under control. It's going to take the wind pretty much to stop, right? Because these winds are still blowing 50, I think 58 gusts. I think something like that it said this morning at 4:35. So I've been working a lot. Sorry, guys. I haven't been able to update y'all as much. Ruby's wearing her support bandana for all the firemen and first responders today. It's truly sad. You know, my buddy gives me an update about every 6 hours, and he said, you cannot imagine. He said, you know, the Maui fires were totally devastating and heartbreaking, but it doesn't hold a candle to these fires. He said it's the wind, you know, and I think in Maui that's what happened, was the wind as well that made it spread so fast. And I mean, there's hospitals, police stations, businesses, you know, I mean, like Target size stores just burned to the ground. You know, FedEx warehouses and UPSs and Amazons, and you got to remember everything is there. And anything, you know, with that wind being that bad, 40 to 50 miles an hour, my gosh, that spot, it will jump across the road and burn a house in less than 2 minutes at that wind speed. That's terrible. And if somebody's responsible for these dang fires, oh my gosh, that's going to be, you know, it would not surprise me with, you know, New Year's Day attacks, remember, in New Orleans and all these other ones. Like, it would not surprise me if somebody did this. It really wouldn't. It's heartbreaking to even think about that somebody would have the nerve to do this, knowing the amount of damage it could cause. You know, usually it's like a campfire or something like that. Somebody leaves and, you know, goes home early from the park or, you know, from a campsite area, and the fire starts. You know, usually that's how it happens, but they really thought that this was lightning. But I'm kind of starting to agree with some of the other ones out here that 6 fires, 6 different areas, seems like somebody is starting these fires, like they're making a movie, right? You know, remember there was a movie about that, about how the fires were, that fireman, was actually a fireman that was starting the fires. I remember that movie. And I remember Backdraft and all those movies when I was a kid to show us the power of fire. You know, it's just like a wall, like a tsunami, right? It's just a huge wall of fire coming down a mountain ridge, and whatever's in its path, whether it be 500 homes or, you know, they're gone in seconds, and with that wind speed. And these poor firemen got to be completely exhausted, guys. Physically worn down, exhausted. I mean, you know, it's hard enough to fight one house fire, much less fighting like this for days upon days upon days upon days. And, you know, the wind died down a little here, and then you start thinking you got a little control, and then the wind picks back up to 50, and you have no control again. And, you know, it's just, oh gosh, guys, it's tough. All we can do is keep praying, right? That's what we got to do. Hopefully the wind will die down, and they'll get about 5 inches of rain in an hour. Yeah, they might get a little bit of flooding, but it would at least knock the fires out. These firemen need a break. They need help somehow, some way. God, the power of God's got to help them. These fires are, man, I mean, just seeing the photos, it breaks your heart. You know, the amount of people that have lost their lives, the amount of people that have lost everything they have, everything they own, everything they worked their butt off to build. It comes down to somebody starting these fires. Oh my gosh. That's even worse than a lightning strike. And that's it's horrible. It is. It's horrible. I'm sorry, but it is. And we're going to keep our prayers up, right, Ruby? We're going to keep our prayers up for all the firemen, and to Jeff out there, be safe, buddy. And thanks for all the updates. He's sending me photos. He's sending me things, and you know, it's truly, like he said, he's helping people try to get out, you know, and it's so there's some people that can't get out on their own, so they need help, right? If they're in a wheelchair or, you know, disabled, you know, so he's you know, put out a thing, anybody that needs help, he's helping, right? So, you know, shout out to him for that, right? That's what I say. And it's man, I don't know, guys. We're gonna have to continue to pray. We're gonna try to maybe go down there for a day or so after I go on days off on Wednesday. I got some searches that we got to do, but I still want to take maybe a day to go down there and see if there's anything we can do to help, right? And hopefully we can. I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to try to take a bunch of water and things like that. You know, I mean, I can't take enough to help everyone, but we can take some and, you know, try to help some people out. Problem is, grocery stores, everything is burned down. So it's going to come to a point to where, you know, God, it's just, is it going to burn all of Los Angeles? I pray to God, no. I pray to God, no. I mean, the way it's headed now, Santa Barbara, I mean, I think it's already in Santa Barbara, actually. As of this morning, that wind speed at 50 like that, it doesn't take long to get there. But I'll keep y'all posted, guys, and pray for all the firemen, all the first responders, all the pilots. They're worn down. They got to be worn down. They need a break. We need some kind of gift from God on this. We need a miracle to stop these fires, and let's let the rebuilding process start. And you know, if there is someone that's behind this, catch him, get him, and lock him up, right? And it's heartbreaking. So keep your prayers up, guys. And remember, Red Cross, there's a lot of places you can donate. Just make sure you vet where you're donating, please. Don't give your money to somebody that could be a scam. So make sure that you're doing it to the right places. I see you, boo. So anyway, guys, we love y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one. Remember, trigger warning on this, and allegedly these are my opinions and Ruby's opinions. She's excited. All right, guys, we'll talk soon. Y'all be safe. Be good, all right? Bye.